What's going on, everybody? It's Ricky with Video Homicide, back with another channel update. It's been a while, but we're back here in the studio, and I have rearranged a lot of the tapes that are on the top shelf and on the VHS shelf over here. And I realized with the most recent tour, I'm pretty sure I excluded like this entire corner of the studio here. So once the new year hits and I get this shit a little bit more organized, I'm going to do an updated tour, and it'll be like how it's probably going to stay for the most of 2026 unless I get like fed up with it. But I do plan on rearranging some of the paintings in here as well, so that will happen. But right now I'm currently working on my anthology still, Visual Voodoo, which I am working on the 4th story now. I've already completed 3. We've got Wasted, Blood Drunk 2 Part 1, and Afro Death. So right now I'm working on Rotten Revolver Part 1, which I'm really fucking stoked about. I'm already 5 pages deep. It's my Western. Yes, I'm finally fucking doing the Western, and I'm totally stoked. Probably knock out a page or 2 tomorrow because it's Sunday. And yeah, just continue the fucking grind. But not only that, December 1st, Monday, which is just like 2 days away, or like a day away, is going to be the cutoff date for submissions to CINEMA187 issue 7, which is the Universal Monsters Hammer Horror themed edition. I think we're sitting at like just maybe about 10 or 11 contributors, which is for me much less stressful, honestly, dude, because like issue 6, which was 120 pages and there was 38 people involved, like it's so much work. When it's smaller, you can like it like, you know, because like you got to pay for the cost for all these contributor copies to be made, and then you got to ship them. And I'm sitting on like probably over 20 that I still got to ship. And I even made a post on Instagram the other day. I'm like, listen, submissions for issue 7 coming up on the 1st, and also issue 6 contributor copies will start coming out in 2026. Because it was just like, it was too stressful. I'm like, I'm not fucking gonna like go broke shipping these out, you know what I mean? And it pissed me off because of all the, like the cost of shipping is just like ridiculous. And issue 6 didn't sell as well as I thought it was going to, because it is thick. Like I probably sold maybe like under 10, which isn't a lot, but like the idea was I was gonna fund the shipping out, and like that's the idea with issue 7 as well. No, I have issue 7 contributors that are also in issue 6 that haven't received their copy of issue 6 yet, so I'm gonna right that wrong when issue 7, because issue 7 is gonna be done probably by like the end of January, I would say, and then I'll be able to people that were also on issue 6 will get their copy of issue 7 with it. So I want to make that right, because I do have like guilt in my heart about that, and I want to get that fucking under control. But again, I don't really also want to pay out of it my own fucking pocket. I'm paying for the print, you know what I mean? So we'll see how that goes. That's just the reality of like running like you know, a zine thing. But like the thing about it is, with 187 was sort of my focus for a while, but my focus is definitely comics now. Like honestly, like I like doing 187, but like I like doing comics way more. And this issue of the Universal Monsters thing is going to be pretty sick, and it's also going to be coming with something that I also think is really dope, which I've been thinking about this for a long time, and I've had these for 20 years. Like these came out in 2025. These are these little Universal Monsters figures, like I don't even know how big it is, but there's Dracula, the Wolfman, Frankenstein, and the Mummy. Now they're these little tiny plastic figurines, and I think what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to crack these out, and I'm going to make resin molds, or I'm going to make like a silicone mold and then make resin little casts of those guys. And I'm going to design like a packaging, and that's going to be like the CINEMA187 like Universal Monster. Like I'm going to make it so it's not like totally copyright infringement, right? But like CINEMA187 like signage with all the monsters and stuff, and make it really sick. And have that as sort of like a toss in, or like something to sell on the side, you know what I mean? Because like in this day and age, like I really want to, you know, put more effort into the zines and the comics and getting them out there, getting them for sale in other cities and stuff like that, because it is a thing that, you know, I'm very passionate about, and I've sort of been lacking on. You know, it's something that I really want to, you know, I'm in one store for sale right now, Heroes, downtown London, Ontario, and I also have zines and comics being sold through the Zine Fiends distribution here in London, Ontario as well. So, and they go to like different zine events all over the place or whatever. So I want to get involved with more stuff like that. The problem is, like, I'm very low on my supply right now, and I need to like re-up on stock. Like I'm not going to be printing so much of the older issues of 187, but I want like the most popular one that I've had is issue 4, which was the Video Nasties one. Like especially at zine fairs, like when people come to the table and they're asking about stuff and they say like they either know what the Video Nasties are and that's why they buy it, or they buy it because they're like, what's the Video Nasties? And I get to do like the whole fucking, which is fun, right? Because it's not just like, not to sound like I know everything, but it's fun to teach people about what's the Video Nasties. Well, the Video Nasties were, and then you get into that conversation and they're flipping through your thing, you're telling them the story about it, and they're like, oh, this is cool. How much? $10. Okay, here you go. And then I say, hey, guess what? See this sign? It says you spend $10, you get a free zine. So then I toss them a comic, and it's a good way to do that. So one thing I'm looking forward to in the good weather is definitely hitting up more events, and myself also traveling like outside of London just to go to, there's Kitchener, Waterloo, all these places have these zine events, and I think my stuff would fit in like nicely there. And I think with making these casts, like these resin casts of these little guys, and having like another little extra thing, because people might not want to buy zines, they might not want to buy comics, but they might see a little resin statue of Frankenstein like on a keychain or whatever it is I do with it, and be like, dude, that's sick. Like, I mean, how much is that? And however much it is, a couple fucking bucks here or there, whatever, and just have a blast with this shit, man, because I'm in a very creative mode right now. And I did this page right here. I showed this online. I just looked down and thought I didn't have the microphone attached the whole time, but it's right there. Shout out to Sawblade666. This is a piece I did. I posted this on the community tab on the YouTube channel, I believe, and on Instagram, but it's Terror Rat with Filthy Ralph at a hot dog stand, which was actually inspired by the film Oliver and Company, which is like a Disney flick. Me and my wife were watching it with our dogs one fucking morning, and I was like, there's like a greasy hot dog vendor, and I'm like, dude, I need to use that in a drawing, and there you go, sure as shit. So one thing I also want to mention is I'm going to be doing another Q&A giveaway, so stay tuned for that. And there's going to be Filthy Ralph comics and zines and stuff to be won. It's going to be a fun thing. I'm going to make it into a live show and do do the whole thing, get some fucking edibles going and all that shit, and have a blast with it. So probably leave that up for like a month to like get as many people to leave comments on it as possible to make it like a whole thing. And then do a draw like I've always done. I like doing it. I like getting the comics out to people and stuff. And I'm gonna make the rules gonna be, if you win, like in order to win, you have to be in the live chat like the night of the draw. Like you can't fucking like ask a question and then fucking not be there and then win. That's happened in the past. Like I think it's only happened one time where the person wasn't. It's because they were on a different time, like different continent. You know what I mean? So they're not up during the thing. But the one time, I believe it was Dead Recliner won once. He was in the chat at the time. And VZ, man, I think Radioactive Blobfield. Shout out to Radioactive Blobfield, dude. If you're watching this out there, dude, fucking leave a comment or hit me up, dude. I'd love to fucking chat. I miss talking. If you're listening to this, not to sound like a fucking like, if you're listening to this, but you know what I mean? Like, hit me up, dude, because I'm down to fucking shoot the shit. And like that was the other thing. Like I was sort of like CINEMA187, like it began with me, Radioactive Blobfield, Trash Dash, and my buddy Kyle, and then it sort of just became like me and Radio were sort of like I was like editing this thing, and he was like my consigliere, you know what I mean, like my Tom fucking Hagen. And yeah, man. But anyways, I'm gonna do the Q&A giveaway thing. I'm probably gonna announce that. I might even film that after I film this video, just to kind of get that out of the way. But yeah, man, just working on this Universal Monsters issue, working on my comic, and I've got a good article that I wrote like years ago that's about the Universal Monsters, but it's also about a couple of other movies that were gangster films starring James Cagney and Edward G. Robinson. So it's an article about the year 1931 in film, which had Frankenstein, Dracula, Public Enemy, and what the fuck's the name of the Little Caesar. Little Caesar. Such good shit, man. Like crazy fucking year. Cause like those like that like laid the groundwork. Do you know what I'm saying? So Yeah. I wish I had that fucking resin and that fucking silicone mold shit right now, because I'd be making those fucking things right now off the press. And I'm gonna do it cool because I want to do them like the colors that like you associate them with. So like I want it, the Frankenstein, I want it to be green. I'm gonna do a bunch of colors, but like I want it to be green. I want to do the mummy like a yellow, you know, Wolfman brown. I guess it'll look like shit if it's brown, but you know what I mean. Dracula and all that shit. Dracula red would look pretty sick. So yeah, man, I'm really stoked to sort of embark on a new creative journey that's gonna be something that I can turn into a money making scheme as well. Hopefully, you know, like that's one thing. Like I get on here, I don't like to really push the comics, push the zines and stuff like that. And I know this channel's not like exactly the fucking 20 million subscriber channel or anything like that, but I feel like I got a solid group of chums on here, so it's fun to be able to share the creative process and all that stuff. And like this is stuff that like I don't want to do because like I want to sell them. It's because I want to do it because I just want to do it, you know. Like I want to make these comics, I want to make these zines and stuff, you know, because I even like sometimes like, you know, like social media, you're just like, oh, this is fucking pointless, why am I even on here? And like I've battled with that multiple times. I'm like, should I just fucking delete this and just call it a fucking day and just like make art for the sake of art? And then I realized no, because I've met so many dope people through art and through like these zines and stuff. And it's something I don't really want to just toss away. So whenever you get into a situation like that where you feel like, fuck it, just like don't act like, sleep on it. You know what I mean? Sleep on that shit always, man. But that's basically it, man. That's what's on the plate right now. Making these comics, the zine, the molds for the little action figures, and we'll go from there. So I appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure you leave a 666 in the comments. With that being said, adios. And buy some fucking zines and little figurines when they're ready to go. Zines and figurines. CINEMA187 zines, comics and figurines. Comics, zines, figurines, whatever the fuck.